Hi, my name is Jason Burdick, and I'm going to be giving a conflict analysis presentation over the book by Christopher Paolini named Eragon. Now, this book, it's a book between Eragon, the protagonist. He's a 15-year-old boy who grew up on a farm, and Saphira, his dragon, and they have a very unique bond because, as you could see through the mark on his hand, that linked them emotionally and in every other way when he first touched her. So the relationship they have, it's not just one of these, it's actually all four, because they travel around together, so they're working together to settle conflicts. They have a link that would be like any family member. It also incorporates friendship because they're emotionally and intellectually supporting each other. And it also has a little bit of a romantic relationship in there, just because of their emotional link. They have a say in any emotional relationship they would be getting into, aka a romantic relationship with another person. Now, the first conflict that we're going to be focusing on is the competing conflict, and that is actually Eragon didn't even know that this conflict was going on until it was already happening, which led him to being blindsided by Saphira, who pinned him down and made him listen to her demands while she was pinned down. Now, she got into this competing relationship using power and direct aggression. She overpowered him, made him listen to her demands, and attacked his ego, which left him feeling embarrassed and a little bit humiliated. And through this competing relationship, the result was she got exactly what she wanted. Eragon would ride with her the next day, and he wasn't going to be able to get up from underneath her talons until she had gotten that. Now, the next part of this, we're going to be focusing on Nat's relationship model, and we're going to be only focusing on the left side of it because in the book, the only way that their relationship would be terminated was if one of them was dying. Now, the first part of it was initiating. That was the first time that Eragon touched Saphira, and he felt the brush against his mind, and that was like a handshake. It was the first time that they were ever in contact with each other. Now, experimenting, that's a little bit harder to classify. It was basically when she was out in the forest and he was keeping in mental contact with each other because they couldn't not be in a relationship together because of their mental link. Now, intensifying, that's the part of the book where Eragon describes it as being delightful and a euphoric time period for him. And that happened when Eragon first named Saphira, when she actually started being able to communicate with him. Now, integrating, that just kind of naturally progressed from intensifying. It's when you go from I to we. And that was when strangers came to the town, and rather than Saphira coming to any harm, he decided to leave town with her, and they struck out on their own. They made it official. Now, the next part we're going to be focusing on is listening. Saphira did a lot of mindful listening when she was with Eragon because she was listening to him and learning how to speak, and she would put her input where she can, but mostly it was just listening and letting Eragon talk to her. And the other part we're going to focus on is a recurring theme in this book, which is selective listening. Because of their mental link, they could shut each other out of their minds at a certain time, and that's basically a type of selective listening because it's like he'll talk to her, but she just can't hear her. It's like he's not even there, basically. It's basically like if you're in a concert and you hear all the noise happening in the background, but you can't actually hear any of it. You just know it is mindless noise. And so, in conclusion, the relationship between Eragon and Saphira is very unique. It's two independent beings of different species who come into constant contact with each other through their mental link. And because of that, there's going to be a lot of conflict. You're never alone. You feel each other's emotions all the time. But through their skills, they ended up being able to make it work, even as two independent beings sharing one mental link. So, are there any questions, comments, or concerns? Thank you for your time.